Why is losing fat so hard? Think about that for a second. Why is getting lean so hard? It's one of the biggest problems today. People are overweight and everyone wants to be lean, but so few people can do it. Now, Ozempic is helping, but why is it so hard? The reason it's so hard is because you are here. Your genes have made it this far. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it was easy to lose weight and hard to gain weight, you wouldn't have survived in harsh conditions where there were food shortages. So because you made it here, because your genes percolated through generations, that's why it's hard to lose fat. You're wired for survival. When you try and put yourself in a big deficit, your body doesn't like it. It thinks, oh, the food shortage is back. And then when you screw up your diet, you want to eat a lot. So this is the catch-22. This is why it's so hard to get lean. To get lean in this modern lifestyle, you have to have a very intelligent approach. That's why I like fasting. Fasting is a very effective tool to get lean in the modern life. We're recreating our hunter-gatherer environment with a fast every day. Let's tap into body fat. Let's push that first meal later on. Many people, they want to get lean and they pull the rubber band. What does that mean? They go low in calories, they go low in carbs, they do lots of exercise, they want to lose weight very, very quickly. And what happens? Sure enough, they pull the rubber band. Their body thinks, oh my God, it's back to food shortage days. And then they want to snap back and gain weight really, really fast. And that extreme approach is not effective. It's not effective because A, you pull the rubber band, then you want to just gain weight really, really fast. And it affects that on a hormonal level. You're crashing your leptin levels and then you want to eat a lot. Second reason is because big deficits increase the risk of losing muscle. Muscle loss is a real issue. Even if you're strength training, even if you're getting in enough protein, losing muscle, especially when you want to get very lean, is always going to be a threat. The bigger the calorie deficit, the larger a portion of muscle you're going to lose. When people try and lose weight really quickly, they get excited, oh, I'm losing all this weight. Do the DEXA scan. You might be unimpressed. You might realize, fuck, my weight's going down, but my body fat is not really going down very much. That's the last thing you want to happen. The goal is to coax yourself lean, right? The goal is, how do you truly get lean without pulling the elastic band, doing it in a way where it's freaking automatic. You feel like you're locked in. You feel like you turned on the fat burning gene and now you want to get lean. And this is the approach I've crafted. You also must get lean because if you push things too intense, you crash your testosterone levels. Your testosterone levels dip, especially when you try and go really high protein. Like they tell you, you got to go really high protein and we got to go low in carb or low in fat. That's the perfect recipe for low testosterone, which is why most of the people that are in amazing shape that do super high protein and lower fat or lower carb, some people, you know, they're on a bunch of drugs because that does not support a healthy anabolic environment. I can cut to low levels of body fat, get to single digit, whatever you want to call it. If you say it's 8%, 8 or 6 or whatever, my libido is amazing. Sometimes my libido is higher when I'm getting lean. That could be for different reasons. Maybe I'm eating a little bit healthier. Maybe even body fat converts testosterone to estrogen. We also store all these different endocrine disrupting BPAs and phthalates where? In fat tissue. As you strip off body fat, you're stripping away these endocrine disrupting chemicals that are pretty freaking hard to avoid. The path to getting lean is not to rush the process. It's to optimize your macronutrients. The fasting is very, very powerful because, you know, yes, you're improving insulin sensitivity. Yes, you're getting a spike in growth hormone. Yes, you get to eat more food later in the day, but also having those bigger meals at night, you don't feel like you're pulling the elastic band. You have that big meal at night, you get that boost in leptin, and you don't feel like you're pulling the elastic band as much. That's been my experience, my client's experience. And you know, as you get leaner, if you're cutting the last 5-6 pounds of fat, you can also do a weekly refeed, or you can do 1 or 2 days. I like to do them consecutive, where you eat more to really kind of fill up the glycogen, create a more anabolic environment, be stocked up for a heavy lift, so you maintain more strength. That's a good approach. But I am creating my final protocol, my final fat loss system. It's called high T fat loss. High T fat loss is the solution to get very, very lean, strip off fat while maintaining or building lean body mass, while optimizing your testosterone, because most diet fat loss approaches just simply crash your testosterone. You need healthy high testosterone to support more muscle, less fat. When your T levels are higher, you burn body fat more easily. Your body wants to be leaner with more muscle. As your T levels are lower, you might cut to a certain weight, but you're gonna have more fat, less muscle at that weight. So it's very crucial to optimize your testosterone levels. That's why you see some guys, they might do some good training, good nutrition, they cut down, they kind of look skinny. And other guys, same protocol, they cut down, they look fucking great, they look chiseled. If training and nutrition is equal, the difference is what? The free testosterone. So you must optimize free testosterone when you want to get lean. You gotta make sure that you're maintaining at least 90%. If you're cutting to a low body fat, at least 90% of your strength. If you're lifting 100-pound dumbbells and now you're down to 85s, that's not a good sign. But sure, if you're cutting 20 pounds of fat, then you're not gonna have the same amount of leverage, you're not gonna have the same calories. So like a 5-10% drop isn't that big of a deal. Once you eat more, once you bring your calories back up, up. Once you get maintenance calories for a few weeks, your strength will come back. So if you're very advanced, it's okay to lose a 10% drop in strength. But if you're a beginner, many times you'll get strong. This is the fundamental reason why it's hard to get lean. Your genes survived. And so there's two different types of people. You have the thrifty metabolism, which likes to store calories. There's food, we want to eat food. We'll finish all the plates. We'll eat as much as we want. Christmas comes along, we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat all this meal. We're gonna just thrifty. Yay, food, let's get the food. We don't like when there's not much food and then we're burning too many calories. We're in the deficit. We don't like the deficit. We find a way to either eat at maintenance or be in a surplus. And the thrifty is more common. That's 90+% of the human population. The spend thrifties, they don't care about food that much. They'll eat a little bit. Oh, I'm hungry. I'll have some food. Oh, I'm hungry. They'll burn it. It's very hard for them to naturally find themselves in a surplus. You must understand that most people are thrifty. We gotta do the fast. We gotta track our food. We gotta eat food that's very filling and satiating. We gotta move. We gotta get our steps in. We gotta lock in all these key steps so that we create the deficit and do so while maintaining muscle, maintaining high testosterone, and transforming. And then as we get leaner, we can add in some strategic refeed days to really optimize for more muscle, less fat. But I've launched my latest program. If you guys wanna check it out, it's high T fat loss. It's the best thing I've ever put together. I've been using it to get insanely lean. I'm getting back to like my best condition at 33 years old, which is freaking insane. I'd love for you guys to check it out. It's a crazy deal. Part of the high T fat loss is optimizing testosterone. So you get the entire program with the Mojo, because that is a key pillar. When you take the Tonga Elite, the zinc, the boron, the magnesium, the Force Glide, not only do you increase total testosterone, not only do you unlock more free testosterone, not only do you lower estrogen, you also support improved body composition. Force Glide is great for fat loss. Tonga Elite is great for improved body composition. So it's like, yes, we're losing the weight, but now finally we're losing like pure fat. We're feeling strong. We have high T, because it's so frustrating. There's 2-3 main problems that happen. One, people just struggle to find the deficit. They just struggle. They just find a way to hit maintenance or surplus. So they're never losing weight. They have a hard time. They get in the deficit and then they have a big day of eating and they're just not getting lean. They think they must be in a deficit, but they're not. The weight's just not coming down. It's coming down. It's back up. Maybe they're losing a few pounds and they go out on a weekend. It's just this one step forward, one step back. That's a lot of people. I'm going to show you how to fix this so easily. This is easy. I'm 175 right now. I hit 174 and I had to do a strategic refeed because I'm like, we're losing fat too quickly. The other thing that happens is amazing. The scale's going down. We're losing a pound. We're losing a pound and a half, 2 pounds a week, but I'm feeling a little bit weaker in the gym. And even though I'm losing weight, I feel smaller, not leaner. I'm losing muscle tissue. I'm losing lean body mass, and my fat mass is decreasing way too slow. At this rate, I'm gonna have to get to like a super low weight to be lean. You do not want that. This is why you must do high T fat loss. You must optimize your training, your nutrition, your supplementation to maximize testosterone. The average man today is 40% lower than the 80s. That makes a big difference. There's even research on if you're doing fat loss, if you're cutting and you're getting like 5 hours of sleep versus 7-8, you will lose way more muscle. Your ability to maintain or build muscle goes down 40%. That's massive, right? So you must optimize these things. It's that important. You must optimize your testosterone when you want to get very lean, or you're going to be having to cut an extra 10, 12 pounds and you're going to end up with way less muscle. Let's say you're someone that's 6 feet tall. Do you want to get chiseled at 175 or 180? Do you want to have to get down to 160? Obviously, you'd rather be 175, 180, or if you got a lot of muscle, you've been training really well for a long time, maybe you'll get chiseled at 185. So this is the key. Most fat loss protocols, too extreme, too much exercise, pulls the elastic band, drops your testosterone, and you just never feel empowered. It's an amazing feeling to be like, wow, I'm getting leaner every week. My strength is great. I could keep going. This is no problem. When you just feel locked in, you're like, wow, we hit the protocol. We're coaxing our body lean. We're giving ourselves enough protein, nice balance. We're eating a delicious day of eating. And now our body's comfortable. It's like, okay, we can handle this. We're stripping off pure fat. We're not tapping into muscle tissue. Then you feel locked in and it's just like, damn, my body is meant to be lean. I want to show you this. I want to teach you this. It's also very empowering because here's the thing, losing excess body fat is amazing for testosterone. So it is good to get lean. It's great for testosterone, but most people that lose weight, they do protocols that crash their T. So it's very frustrating. Oh, I'm getting leaner, but I don't have a sex drive. My girlfriend, she's turned on. I'm like, I'm not in the mood. You wake up and you just don't have that je ne sais quoi. You don't have that passion, that drive, that ambition, you know? So right now I've gotten pretty crazy lean, but my libido has been insane. So a lot of people try and get to low body fat, they crash the testosterone. My libido is crazy right now. I should get my T levels checked. I will when I finish the cut, but that's an amazing sign. And I feel good. There's no like rubber band. I'm gonna cut maybe 2-3 more pounds. And again, you don't really want to get too lean. Getting too lean is not good for T production, but 6-7 is kind of pushing the envelope, which is what I'm going for. 7-8 is perfect, and then like 8-10 is probably the sweet spot. But I like to push the envelope, and I want to see, hey, can I get to like a 6% body fat, 6.5% body fat, and maintain very high testosterone? That's gonna be the challenge. Do I recommend that for you? Probably not. No. 8-10 is perfect, and if you really want to be like sharp, 7-8. And again, body fat looks different on different people because I don't store much fat on my legs, so I have to get really extra lean for my abs to really be like crazy shredded. Or some people hold a bit more fat in their legs so they can get to like 9% and then their abs look crazy. But I have digressed. There's a protocol where you can get all the benefits. You have more energy, your testosterone levels improve, you maintain or build strength and muscle, you feel incredible. You feel like you can do this for the rest of your life. You work out 3 days a week. Sometimes I'm just doing 2. You get your steps in, you eat delicious meals, and you look chiseled with high testosterone. It falls into the background of your life. There's an approach out there that's so powerful. And I'll tell you something. There is something so powerful when you get locked in. You're getting leaner by the day. You're just disciplined. Your body's in that perfect deficit. You're fasting, you're eating well, you're maintaining high T, and you just have this confidence. You have this focus, this discipline, and this ripples across your entire life. I don't get the same thing when I'm putting on muscle. Even if I'm getting super strong and I'm bigger, I don't feel the same sharpness as being lean. The average adult is like what, 25% body fat? Everyone's walking around with an extra 20, 30, 40 pounds of body fat. To get rid of that fat, to strip away of that fat and reveal this awe-inspiring condition is fucking amazing. It just imbues you with this power, this confidence, this mentality. It's easy throughout this modern life. It's so easy to become soft. It's so easy to get soft. Oh, let me just have this snack here. Let me just eat this, one more cookie. It's all social media. Let me scroll this, scroll this, scroll this. And so like the modern lifestyle is pushing you with softness. It's making you softer physically, mentally, psychologically. You're just getting soft. When you get lean, very, very lean with high T fat loss, my system where you keep your T levels high, you maintain the strength and muscle, you become hard. If you look at movie stars, for example, some of the most idolized movie stars, what do they have in common? They're insanely chiseled. That's not an accident. Brad Pitt, Fight Club, Ryan Reynolds. Before he was this huge star, he did Blade Trinity, and every single guy was like, I want to look like Ryan Reynolds in Blade Trinity. Ryan Reynolds was just chiseled, 7-8% body fat, just crazy physique. Christian Bale, American Psycho. Some of the most idolized stars. Of course, they're great actors. Of course, they're good looking and charismatic, but they're fucking lean. When you watch Christian Bale in American Psycho go through his morning routine, it just fucking looks cool. He puts his suit on, it just fucking looks cool. He's maybe a lunatic and a narcissist and a psychopath, but let's forget about that for a second. Just the monologue video, it just fucking looks cool. And you feel it in the mind, your thoughts are more clear. When you're eating too much, you're creating inflammation, you're creating new fat cells, you're having to digest this extra food, you're taxing the body, you're taxing the body, you're taxing the body. When you strip that away and you just put yourself in the perfect deficit and you're in it for a few weeks and you're losing the fat and you're seeing the veins come out, you just feel sharp, you feel clear, you feel vibrant, you feel aware. And it's a good stabilizer because when you set the frame of, hey, I'm gonna be in top shape, lean and chiseled, you can't fuck around. You can't be soft, you can't drink too much, you can't make these mistakes, you can't be all over, you can't be snacking, you must be hard, you must be disciplined. So it sets this beautiful frame. So my goal right now is I wanna transform thousands of the best transformations these next 3 months and these next 6 months. You can make crazy results in 3 months. With 4 months, you go from like 20% body fat down to 10, 12. If you do it the right way, that's what happens. You do it the wrong way, you go from 20%, you lose a bunch of weight, but you end up at like 15 and a half, 16, and you lost a bunch of muscle. No, I wanna create insane transformations. So high T fat loss is what I've been working on for the last 1 year, but really it's been years and years of education. The system is flawless. I'm test driving it right now. I feel incredible. I feel invincible. So I want you to join. I'll put the link below. The value add is nuts. You must read through this program. Every man must know. And I want you to do it. Even if, let's say you're fucking, let's go, come in. But if you're just like, do it for 1 month. Give yourself 1 month. Follow this every day. You will feel sharper. You will feel more confident. You will see an inch or two come off your waist. You will wake up and you'll feel more testosterone. It's like a ripple effect. How can I create a ripple effect in you? How can I influence your behavior in the positive way to inspire the life of your dreams? If I want you to create the most fucking epic life for you, how can I set you on that path? You must become confident. To really, truly be confident, you gotta master your body. You gotta fucking look in the mirror and be like, fuck yes, I'm a machine. This is what you're taking through life. You must fucking build an incredible body, and you must have a system that you love doing. If you're starving, if you're overtrained, if you're low energy, if you're hungry, that's bullshit. It won't work. When you feel this, oh, you feel incredible. Now, funny enough, what's the most attractive trait in the world to women? It's not being ripped, but it is being confident. Confidence is the most attractive trait to women. If you're super successful, attractive guy, but you're insecure and have low confidence, women will get the ick. You'll hit the beta switch. But when you are fucking just confident, now you have the confidence to get the girl you want, which everyone should do. This whole idea of like, no, I'm giving up on women as garbage. There's insanely beautiful, loyal, sweet women out there. But you have to become the best version of yourself. And you have to have confidence. But as you build this confidence, you're also gonna have the confidence to create the life you want. Drop the negative friends. Let go of the toxic girlfriend. Go after the job you want. Have the self-belief to be like, hey, you know what? This is what I really, really want. Now I'm gonna pursue it. When you get fit, you get lean, you get dialed, you're sleeping better, you're getting this stuff just optimized, you have this daily Kino framework that you just execute on, that's the ripple effect. That's when everything changes. And do you need to get to 6% body fat or 7? No. For you, it could be 10%, it could be 9. It's not fucking gonna be 15% because we're better than that. We ain't doing average. You gotta be at least James Bond lean. You gotta be at least ready for the movie screen. That's the standard. If you want 15%, this isn't the place for you. Sure, I could teach it, but no. This is the place to separate from the pack. 10%, that's the standard to separate from the pack. 12% if you got some great muscle, and no, but 10%, okay? So I'm fired up. Inside the high T fat loss, you're getting my entire system. There's a group. We're gonna be doing calls, 1 a month. And the value's insane. This will change your life. I wanted to create something where I can inspire and transform thousands, no, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. This is the system. This is how you're gonna get ripped. Now, if you do this, fuck yes, right? If you don't, there's a cost. Because soon enough, more and more people are gonna be learning this. They're getting their T levels dialed. They're gonna get leaner, stronger. They're gonna separate from the pack. They're gonna have this confidence. They're gonna have this secret edge, and they're gonna start gaining on you and leaving you in the dust. So don't wait. Do this now. As you transform your body, as you build the confidence, as you get your T up, you will start to level the fuck up. But right now, ask yourself, in the last 6 months, what have you really accomplished? What have you really done in the last 6 months? For me, to make massive strides in life, my fitness must be dialed. My mindset must be dialed. When this is together, everything just flows with ease. When I'm like a 7 out of 10 in my fat loss, in my fitness, my body comp, 8 out of 10, I have to be like a 9.5 out of 10. And then it's just like, fuck. So can't wait to see you inside high T fat loss. I can't wait to see the transformation you create. Fitness industry is filled with bullshit. They don't know fat loss. They know how to make you lose muscle and drop your testosterone and lose some weight and then gain it back. They know how to get you ripped if you take all the drugs, but naturally they don't know it. So I will show this to you. And this is more than losing fat. You lose the fat, you bring up the muscle, you bring up the T, and your just fucking life changes. If you appreciate this video, send it to one of your homies, your brother, your cousin. Let's fucking build this high T movement, high T fat loss movement. This is the game changer, and I cannot fucking wait to crush it with you.